Eastern PA Weather 30 meteorologist Bobby Marchich here with your outlook for the weekend, April 8th and 9th, 2017. For your Saturday, we're going to have the system that was still plaguing us yesterday with some clouds and a few occasional light rain showers, maybe even some snowflakes were mixed in some places, and that is now pulling away. It was windy yesterday, but it will still be kind of breezy this morning. These isobars are still, at least early on, going to be pretty close together, so I do expect winds to be a little bit gusty, especially in the first half of the day, with wind gusts up to 30 miles per hour, but not as bad as yesterday was by any means. So we'll be starting to die down, and that will continue to die down, until this high pressure moves in and we get those isobars a little bit further apart. And you can see that here in the afternoon, they start spreading apart a little bit. So you have those winds calming down a little bit. The high pressure is going to move off the eastern seaboard. This is going to set us up for the next couple of days. We're going to be still near to slightly below normal temperatures today, but not as cold as it was yesterday either. We will get up well into the 50s today. But it's going to be an increase of about 10 degrees per day from today to Sunday to Monday, and then finally Tuesday we are going to level off or have our peak day. I don't think you're going up 10 degrees from Monday to Tuesday, but you're going to go up 10 degrees from Saturday to Sunday to Monday, and then another 4 or 5 degrees up until we get to the peak heating day on Tuesday. So that's in large part because of this high pressure moving offshore. It's going to set up a Bermuda high. It's not going to be quite in position yet on Sunday. We are going to start getting the warmer temperatures in here in a west-southwesterly flow. They'll become more southwesterly with time, so that we'll have temperatures up in the middle 60s, or well, mid to upper 60s in some locations. And then we keep going further from this point, and we get into Monday. That high pressure is now off over Bermuda. So this is going to be a classic setup where you have a southwesterly wind flow, and temperatures here are going to be the mid-70s by the time we get to Monday. And Tuesday, we have a cold front that's going to be approaching from the west. I don't think it's going to quite make it here. It's going to die off a little bit. Here's later in the day on Tuesday. The models have been slowing this down a little bit, and as it's doing that, is bringing in overnight where you don't really have a lot of moisture to work with, and then that's just killing this front, or the moisture along the front. Still allowing for an isolated shower, perhaps an isolated thunderstorm for the far interior. But because the combination of this high pressure being out here over Bermuda, and you have this cold front moving down to the southeast, you have a strong southwesterly flow coming in on Tuesday. So you're going to have your peak heating day on Tuesday. This is what we can expect for temperatures. Again, many places will hit 80 degrees for the first time in 2017 on Thursday, and that's going to be for much of south central PA, southeast PA, maybe up to about I-78 up into northern New Jersey. You might even get some lower 80s in some places. We are projecting still 82 in Philadelphia, 80 in Harrisburg, 80 in Allentown, and lower 80s up here by Newark. So it will be very, very warm. Even up here in the Poconos, you're going to get up well into the 70s on Tuesday. So it will be a very warm day. And again, this cold front's going to come through. Doesn't have a real big cold punch behind it. So we're going to return back to still above normal temperatures, but kind of like it will be on Sunday. All right, so the flow will be coming in from the northwest, and it will feel more comfortable, but temperatures will still be well into the 60s for highs on Wednesday and again on Thursday. And that's going to be ahead of this next system. It's going to move up through the Great Lakes and eventually into New England. Might bring us some showers, just some light showers, it looks like, Friday morning mainly, and then this moves away. And that's your only chances of precipitation for this entire week. So we're getting out of that pattern finally, where we have been wet, wet, wet every 2 to 3 days, and some significant rainfall involved in that. Looks like much of the next week ahead is, for the most part, dry, except for a little bit here on Friday. I'm Eastern PA with a 30 meteorologist Bobby Marchich. That is our outlook for the weekend, April 8th and 9th, 2017. Have a great Saturday and Sunday.